Welcome back to Game 2, Hurricanes Baseball. Hosting Bryant and Stratton Community College. On the bump for Game 2, Simon Martone at Apex Friendship High School. Had a called strike in this first pitch to start the game, and fly ball in the left field, not able to be caught by James Green. Gets the runner to second. Martone comes back with a hard cutter on the second batter, Hayden Hester, the right fielder. So McCoy led off with a single into left. And now we're looking at Hayden Hester for the Patriots. He's got a 0-2 count on the second batter. Hester starts to lean, almost wants to reach for it, and lets it go. Hard hit on the left side. Louisburg defense through the infield. Jones, Cusick, Daniels, and Dunn, as seen in Game 1, as well as Green, Kreiner, and Shadle. The only difference here is that Modrak will be the catcher for Martone. The 0-2 again. High and away, trying to get Hayden Hester to chase. Hester 1 for 1 in Game 1. And he chases the cutter low and away. Quick turnaround between Game 1 and 2. The Hurricanes pick up a mercy win, 10-0 after 5. And a full count now on the second batter with a runner on second, no outs. The 3-2. Swung on. Grounder to short. Gets the force at third. 6-5 fielder's choice. So McCoy with the leadoff single, or double rather, gets thrown out on the force at third, while Hayden Hester reaches on a fielder's choice. Good. Foul ball, says the home plate umpire. Martone, though, going to field it and throw it down just as a precaution, and the field umpire is calling it an out. Presumably Bobby Vaughn behind the plate initially called it as a foul, but Justin Edwards on the infield calls it a fair ball, and Martone stays with it and gets the force out at first. So 2 out and a runner on second. Again, Bobby Vaughn behind the plate now as the crew chief. And Justin Edwards out on the infield as umpires. Martone deals a fastball to Dylan Grabowski, who is going to be the starting pitcher for the Patriots. And he's the third batter in the lineup. I take that back. That had to have been Grabowski who grounded out. This is Caden Richter, the second baseman. The 0-1. Hit left field. On the run is Kreiner, and he'll watch that one sail over the outfield wall. So a 2-run home run to start off the game for the Patriots. Andrew Harris now will step in. The lineup for the Patriots: McCoy, Hester, Grabowski, Richter, Harris, White, Hines, Dunlop, and Redmond. On the mound is Simon Martone with 2 outs, and a sweeper gets the swing and a miss. Get somebody to do an audio check for me, just to make sure. Get someone to...
He just threw the bat out of the field.
Andrew Harris needs a little bit of pine tar as he swings and lets go of his bat, makes it over the top of the dugout and has to be retrieved by head coach Brandon Nania. Crew Chief Bobby Vaughn gets a couple extra baseballs. And that same pitch, swing and a miss. Couple of hits, couple of runs, and finishes it off with a strikeout. And when the Patriots come back to the plate, Tyler White, Hines, and Aiden Dunlop.
What was the second? I said you need someone to sound check.
Patriots defense with a different pitcher on the mound. Apologies for that. Grabowski will be the starting pitcher. Tyler White behind the plate, followed with Andrew Harris, Ryan.
Oh, your stuff's working.
No, it's not.
It's not? I can hear you on here. I said we can hear you.
It's delayed.
Oh, it's delayed. Now up to bat, number 13, Tewa Costello.
Can one of you come over here quick?
Yes, sir. Can you do that right quick?
Just take it. Yep. Sorry about that. It's not you. Just put it down. Just put it down. I'm good.
You good? the shortstop, number 1, Colin Cusick.
Apologies, folks, having some technical difficulties. Two out in the bottom of the first inning.
The right fielder, number 30, Kenny Shadle.
Kenny Shadle steps in, takes a first pitch out of the strike zone. High fly ball, right field, and that'll be Shadle's second home run of the day. So Shadle answers back for
Go, Kenny.
the Hurricanes.
Now, coming up to bat for your Louisburg Hurricanes, the third baseman, number 10, Anthony Jones.
Jones hard chopper to third and across 5-3. Back here live from behind the backstop at Louisburg College. Frazier Field, home to Louisburg College Hurricanes. Simon Martone on the bump to start the second inning. Gave up a 2-run homer in the top of the first, and then so did Grabowski, giving up a single 1-run shot. Hard hit and under the glove of Anthony Jones on the left side. Tyler White, the catcher, starts off the top of the second with a single. hard outside fastball. Misses. Martone throwing with fury today. Hard hit, left side, chopper. Cusick, fielder's choice, goes to first after bobbling it a little bit and gets the force at first. So Tyler will reach second on a fielder's choice. Ryan Hines, the shortstop.
Good adjustment there, Coos. What, Coos?
Makes the first out in the top of the second inning. Aiden Dunlop, second baseman now for the Patriots in the box. Martone deals. Popped up on the right side. Kenny Shadle falls off Daniels and throws a rocket into the cutoff. 2 out.
What's Simon? Keep throwing up there, kid.
Left-handed Bryson Redmond, the left fielder. First pitch called strike. Martone deals inside, cuffs him right to Jones. He bobbles it, throws it, and he's not going to get it. The ball gets thrown away. Jace Dunn can't keep it in front of him, and a run will score on an E5 throwing error. Nice try by Modrak getting the runner who was leaning heavily on the play. Carson McCoy at the plate. Singled in his first at bat. Redmond on first with 2 outs. McCoy at the plate. Very vertical stance, kind of a Don Baylor-esque bat waggle. Sweeper that just misses that front outside corner. Fastball down the middle gets the called strike. 3-1. Martone comes to the inside part of the strike zone with the fastball and evens up, well, fills out the count, 3-2. Runner goes, the pitch, swung on and fouled out of territory in unplayable roof of the batting barn on the right side. Martone at 29 pitches with 2 outs and a runner on first with a full count. The pitch just loses him on the outside. He's clearly not happy with the execution. And Coach Herring is going to make a mound visit here in the second inning. Something that he might have seen. He wants to discuss with Martone. So just taking a quick look at the box score, the Patriots with 3 runs on 3 hits, the Hurricanes with 1 run on 1 hit and an error carded a little bit ago on the infield. Martone with an inning and 2/3 has thrown 30 pitches with 1 strikeout and a walk and 3 hits. Grabowski 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, no strikeouts, no walks for Grabowski. He threw just 8 pitches. Hester, the right fielder. Runner goes, curveball, throws down to third, and Jones is quite a bit out of position behind third. Runners will advance. Redmond now on third. After getting mercied, the Patriots quite noisy. Modrak keeps the cutter in front of him as Hayden Hester swing and a miss. Popped up, Modrak likely to run out of space before it comes straight down on the concrete. Hester is the second batter in the total lineup of 9. The 0-2 just misses. The 1-2. Tries to get Hester to lean out and swing for it. Full 2-2 with 2 out and 2 aboard. Martone with the wild pitch, and they might catch. No, they don't. They almost had a runner doubled up in the second to third base path. Martone seems to be dropping his elbow and coming in with a little bit of a sidearm. And he gets him, rings him up. So the first strikeout for Martone and the Hurricanes is Hayden Hester, caught looking, just window shopping. Dylan Grabowski, Caden Richter, and Andrew Harris when the Patriots come back to the plate. And here in a moment, Anthony Jones, Stephen Kreiner, and James Green for the Hurricanes.
to bat, your center fielder, number 4, Stephen Kreiner.
Stephen Kreiner now stepping in. He takes a first pitch called strike. Grabowski deals, and it's popped up shallow right center field, well, before the track. And Carson McCoy, the center fielder, drifts over and gets under it. One up, one down in the bottom of the second inning.
Coming up to bat, your left fielder, number 42, James Green.
Green fouls off the first pitch. He had 2 hits and a fly out in game 1, a triple to deep center field off the wall. Grabowski's fastball a little bit away from Green, but does get the called strike. So an 0-2 on the left fielder. Tyler White behind the dish for the Patriots, set up wide to see if Green would chase on a similar pitch. Grabowski now deals the 1-2. And Green fouls that one off into the Lady Hurricanes softball field.
James.
The 1-2. High and away, doubles it up. 2-2 with 1 out and nobody on. Bottom of the second inning, Frazier Field, Louisburg, North Carolina. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Two out. And Jake Modrak, the catcher for Game 2, steps in for the first time this afternoon.
Jake Modrak.
Hanging breaking ball gets fouled off into the net by Modrak. Ground ball on the right side. Diving is Aiden Dunlop. And he can't come up with it enough. Looks like he might not feel so good after a sliding catch on the shallow right field grass. And that'll draw some attention. Taking a look at the box score, 3 runs, 3 hits for the Patriots from Patrick and Henry Community College, while the Hurricanes so far with just 1 run on a homer from Kenny Shadle in the first inning. Louisburg's athletic trainers out on the field with the head coach for the Patriots as an inspection of Aiden Dunlop is playing out. Sliding, smothering catch to his left, headed toward the foul line as he went after a hard ground ball from Jake Modrak. Modrak will get carded with a base hit. That was well hit and well played by the second baseman, but Modrak definitely earned a base hit on that one.
Coming up to bat for the Louisburg Hurricanes, number 32, Jace
First baseman now, Jace Dunn, steps in for his first time. Runner goes, swing and a miss. And Tyler White, unable to hold on to it, loses it on the transfer. Jace Dunn with a home run in game 1. Was also hit by a pitch and grounded out. Jake Modrak picks up a stolen base. Grabowski deals. Big breaking ball, high and away. The 1-1. Down the middle, fastball. The 1-2. Slapped up. Dunlop, the second baseman, gets under it, and that makes it 3. One hit, runner left on. No runs, no errors for either the Hurricanes or the Patriots on the error side. Coming up shortly, Grabowski, Richter, and Harris for the Patriots. When the Hurricanes come back to the plate, Daniels, Costello, and Cusick. Martone back to the bump for the Hurricanes at the start of the 3rd inning. Dylan Grabowski, the batter, shears one off to even up the count 1-1 as the leadoff batter in the top of the 3rd inning. Martone at 38 pitches. Breaking ball will be out of play for Jace Dunn as he travels toward his own dugout. 2-2. Martone hits Grabowski on an attempted breaking ball. Early activity in the bullpen for the Hurricanes. Martone at 42 pitches as we're in the beginning of the 3rd inning. A cutter is fouled off by Caden Richter. He is the second baseman in game 2. Richter was at first in game 1. And Martone throws sidearm behind Richter, and that allows a run to advance. Seems like he's really trying to throw with a lot of effort, and as a result, his arm slot is collapsing and just coming around sidearm. So an aggressive approach, but it seems to be at the consequence of control. The 1-1 down the middle and chop foul.
Come son.
Modrak looked like he was going to go out for conference, but didn't materialize. The 1-2. Lined in the right center. That'll go to the wall, and that'll be at least a double with an RBI. Coach Herring comes out. Looks like he's probably going to take the ball. He's seen enough. Martone frustrated, I'm sure, as is the rest of the team, with a 3-run deficit after mercy ruling the Patriots 10-0. They now have a 3-run lead, 4-1 in the top of the 3rd inning.
Coming to the bump for your Louisburg
Garrison White
Hurricanes,
will be coming in
freshman,
as the first
Garrison
reliever.
White.
We'll give some time for him to warm up. Garrison White with 5 appearances, 10 2/3 innings pitched, has faced 44 batters through 160 pitches with 10 strikeouts, 2 of which were looking. He's only given up 2 walks. And has an opposing batting average of 171. Caden Richter on second. And Andrew Harris, the 3rd baseman, at the plate. First pitch fastball by Garrison White. A called strike. The 0-2. Outside. Chopper foul past Anthony Jones. Hard hit, right field, Shadle to it on the line. So a line out for Andrew Harris. Garrison White deals, chop to Colin Cusick, takes it on one bounce, fires it, and Jace Dunn unable to come up with that one, and a run scores. Not sure if that'll be a throwing or receiving error, but it'll be an E something on the Hurricanes that allow a run to score. Some type of cheering coming out of the Hurricanes dugout. I'm not sure why.
That run not score? What happened? It don't? Was it out? So it's out? How do I?
Getting some reports regarding the runner who crossed the plate. Sounding like it's going to be recorded as an out and not a run. That was Caden Richter. Not clear on the ruling whether he didn't touch a base or what. Lined into right, Kenny Shadle going to the track, backs up, backpedaling, he's under it. The Hurricanes gonna come back to the plate here momentarily after Ryan Hines flied out to the right fielder Shadle. When the Patriots come back, Dunlop, Redmond, and McCoy. But here in a moment it'll be Daniels, Costello, and Cusick. So what was that all about? Why did the kid get called out after he
Ball hit his foot? He was in the baseline, I guess. I didn't see it, but
wow.
that was his ball.
Yeah, I need to take this run off, but I don't know how.
Alright, you don't remember how many hits there are.
You gonna reset it?
We got everything else right here. 4-4-0.
Alright,
1-2-1.
it's 2-1. It's 2-2-1.
So just clear the scoreboard and retype out Daniels.
Alright.
Oh, they're saying when he was running from second to third, the chopper. Got it. All right, some clarification on that second out that we thought was a run, but it turns out Caden Richter was running from second to third on the ground ball by Tyler White, and apparently it touched his heel. I missed that. Somebody saw it, heard it. Obviously one of the umpires, Justin Edwards and the infielder Bobby Vaughn. So he was called out and did not score a run. Hard hit, deep center field.
That's gone.
Back to the track is McCoy,
Gone.
and it's over.
That's Troy.
Troy Daniels with his first collegiate home run. To deep center field. A solo shot.
Troy. That's big right there.
I mentioned it in game one. The Hurricanes 13% home run rate on all hits, which
designated hitter number 13, Teowa Costello.
interesting statistic. I don't know that's really how you want to be getting your hits, but they're doing it.
That ball was smashed.
And that 13% didn't even include the home runs in game one, and now the 2 here in game 2.
I gotta get back on doing people walkout songs and announcing because I was just stuck on scoreboards. I didn't even announce. I didn't even announce it going up to that.
Line drive, short center field.
Let's go.
That drops in for a hit for Costello. He'll be 1 for 2.
Coming up to bat, number 1, the shortstop, Colin Cusick.
Ball is flying today here at Frazier Field. While it has been mostly on behalf of the Hurricanes,
Back.
pickoff attempt by Tyler White down to Caden Richter at first, trying to get Teo Costello. 30 people in the live stream. Thanks to those who are chiming in. Paul and Elise, Morgan, Caroline, Amanda, Jacqueline, and Maria. Thank you all for tuning in. Costello really drawing some attention. Right back to Grabowski. So a sacrifice bunt. Gets Teowa Costello over to second.
Now coming up to bat, your right fielder, number 30, Kenny Shado.
Shadle with the solo home run in the first inning. Hacks it down foul into the protective screen of the Patriots dugout on the third base side. Grabowski at 31 pitches in the bottom of the third inning with 1 out. Fastball down and in on Shadle. 1-1. 1 out and a runner on first. 2-run game at this point. And somehow the Hurricanes shut out the Patriots. Costello retreats and Shadle will be out on a 5-3. I shouldn't say somehow shut out.
No,
Casey Colbreth and his defense were flawless.
Anthony Jones.
And the Hurricane bats just lit up. Breaking ball to Jones, gets the outside corner. Jones is 0 for 1. Inside breaking ball. Misses. Two balls, one strike on Jones. Fastball down the middle. Looks at it. 2-2. Jones slaps it across the foul territory grass on the first base side. Two out with Teo Costello on second. The 2-2. Another cutting. Breaking ball from Grabowski gets fouled off out of the park.
Come on, Ed.
The 2-2 again. Some disbelief in the booth here. Looked close. Live ball, and Teo Costello is cruising around third, threatening to score. Jones works the first walk out of Grabowski, who's at 41 pitches.
Now, coming up to bat, the center fielder, number 4, Steven Kreiner.
Kreiner looks at that first pitch called strike. He had a fly out to the center fielder in the second inning in his first at bat. First and third, 2 outs.
Oh, good.
Well hit into right field. That'll drop in for an RBI single as Anthony Jones advances
Boy,
on the
Steve.
base hit. So Kreiner with a clutch hit.
Really good job. Now, coming up to bat,
Grabowski at 43 pitches draws the attention of his head coach. Brandon Nania.
that's their other ace.
Grabowski actually with the better ERA than the pitcher in game 1. But again, I'm trying to be very respectful of their record year to date. They played a couple games against some competition that may not be on par with Region 10, Division 2 West Conference. But They are athletes, though. I'll give them that. They certainly are contenders. But a 2-0 conference record coming into today had them at the top of the leaderboard. Obviously, there will be some adjustments to that if you take a look at the NJCAA, Athletic Association, NJCAA Region 10 Conference Leaderboard. After game 1. It's a long season, so where it will end up is anybody's guess. Where it started last year and where it ended
The
up
left fielder, number 42, James Green.
of no consistency. So should not really give a ton of credit right now to where teams are in that distribution. And then even in the postseason, who makes it to the conference championship games are also kind of subject. Hacked on the right side. Bouncer to Dunlop.
No way.
And Justin Edwards says that James Green did not beat out that throw.
No way. Are we not arguing that? Wow.
2 hits, a walk, a sac bunt, and 2 runners left on after 3 innings. The Hurricanes trailing by 1. Modrak, Dunn, and Daniels due up in the 4th inning.
What's the head coach's name? Do you know? If you don't know.
Brandon Nania.
Brandon Nania.
Hurricanes hosting the Patriots here at Frazier Field. Garrison White on the bump as the first reliever in game 2. Starts off with a strike. Swing and a miss. Aiden Dunlop leading off for the Patriots with Bryson Redmond in the on-deck circle. Carson McCoy doubled up behind him. And the off-speed pitch gets him, Garrison White.
Dr. Gary.
Dr. Gary Brown. You should start calling him the professor.
The professor.
He pitched with glasses. Call him the professor. You know that? You used to call that? No, I don't think that's called.
First pitch called strike to the second batter, Bryson Redmond.
I know that. Like that?
1-1. Downstairs. Redmond is the left fielder. Had a base hit and a strikeout in game 1. Are the girls still playing?
Yes, sir.
Fly ball. Right center field. And that's over. Bryson Redmond with a home run.
I'm Gary.
White with the fastball. 1-1. Hard hit left side, backhanded. Anthony Jones, but unable to get across the diamond after backhanding it just behind third base. Well executed defensive play preventing Carson McCoy from picking up an extra base. Not sure what head coach Nania is intending to do by getting halfway across the infield. He's coaching third. And looked like he wanted to go talk to McCoy, but then turned around. Runner on first, 1 out, and a pitch out. Seems an interesting proposition. And a second. I don't know if I would be just spending my non-strike pitches against Hester on 2 pitch outs. I mean, why not throw over to first? And the follow-up pitch now low and away, 3-0. A bit of a deficit. And the pickoff. Behind the runner. Again, getting a little disconnected at the moment. And he loses him to a walk. So McCoy accomplishes probably what he intended because he never took off, which was just simply to force Garrison White into walking the next batter. And Coach Herring's going to make a trip and have a discussion. There's no activity in the bullpen at the moment, but clearly whatever was attempted to happen there didn't play out the way that Coach Herring would find acceptable. I had not noticed in this game that we've had that many throws to first base. Now, there was one just a moment ago, but prior to that, I did not witness one throw from Martone, and we just saw 2 pitch outs, which, again, I'm not sure why we would, as a team, prefer pitch outs versus casual pickoffs. You know, make the throw to first. But to intentionally pick up 2 balls at the top of the order, now we have first and second with 1 out. Dylan Grabowski, the starting pitcher, takes a called first pitch strike. He grounded into a fielder's choice and had a struck out in the first game. So far now, though, he's grounded into an out and was hit by a pitch in his first 2 at-bats. So had been leading the Patriots coming into the game offensively. Breaking ball gets hacked, and James Green is chasing after it toward the foul pole and can't come up with it. Made a leaping dive in the air and then collided off the screen, the fence out there in left field. By the way, that would have been out of frame on this shot, so you didn't miss anything. It was nearly to the foul pole, but it was short of the fence line by just a bit. So as Green was on the warning track and feeling that soft change in surface, kind of made a leaping stab at it and didn't quite time it just right. That one's ripped to the right side and it hooks foul. So bases loaded with 1 out. Caden Richter at the plate, led off in the first inning, well, for himself with a home run. He was the 4th batter. And then Caden in the 3rd inning doubled. Harrison White at 31 pitches. Fastball, lined
Boy, Jace. That boy,
right to Jay Stun.
That's big right there.
Catches the runner, doubled up. Unassisted double play for the first baseman gets Caden Richter and Dylan Grabowski. Harris, White, and Hines when the Patriots come back to the plate here in a moment for your Louisburg College Hurricanes. Modrak, Dunn, and Daniels.
What's his name, bro?
Mr. Bill, do you know this pitcher bill?
If they update it in Game Changer, I will.
Oh, yeah, Sven will probably do it. So he's probably the most responsible.
Wilson.
Wilson. He looks like a Wilson.
It's funny, my buddy Wilson Weber, like,
Really?
tall as he is. I seen that dude in the dugout, like, warming up today, like, with 11 or 12, and I was like, dude, that guy's got to be that. Because how he was dressed, too, in the dugout at the time, he did not look like a batter. He looked like Brady comes up with a show.
Toby Wilson. 5.68 ERA with 7 strikeouts. Toby Wilson now as a first relieving pitcher for the Patriots, coming in behind Grabowski.
For the Louisburg Hurricanes.
Grabowski went 3 innings,
The
threw
catcher,
44
Jake
pitches, had 1
Modrack.
strikeout and a walk. Faced 15 batters. Giving up home runs to Shadle and Daniels. Toby Wilson now with a 5.68 ERA, has had 3 appearances, pitched 6 1/3 innings for the Patriots. Jake Modrack with a 2-0 count, just about got hit, but inched back his left elbow.
No, that's
The 3-0. So 4 pitches from Wilson. As he continues to look
coming up to bat.
like he needs some more warm-up.
Number 32, the first base.
He'll get there.
Jace Dunn.
Wilson, a true freshman. Looks like he's out of Asheville, presumably North Carolina. Doesn't give a state, but he's along the border up there, so I'm not sure if there's an Asheville, Virginia, but looks like he's from Asheville and went to Asheville High School. Says he is 6'7" and 240-pound right-handed freshman pitcher.
Probably 6'5", 6'7", but Ashton.
So Modrack worked a walk, got himself on first. Jace Dunn had the fly out to the second baseman and Aiden Dunlop in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Dunn is 0 for 1. High fly ball, center field.
Ball's going.
Caught on the track by Carson McCoy.
Wow. That was good catch. Now, coming up to bat, the second baseman, number 8, Troy Daniels.
Troy Daniels with the solo home run in his first at-bat in the bottom of the second inning. Has a runner on first. With 1 out. Big breaking ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, says the home plate umpire. Different than our
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Checks his swing, but gets a called strike.
Is there another out?
Some additional activity in the Hurricanes bullpen. Can't see through the netting. Oh, well hit. Left field, drops in for a single. Troy Daniels starting to have a day, to say the least. He was fired up in game 1. He's 2 for 2 now in game 2.
Now, coming up to bat, number 13, the designated hitter, Tewa Costello.
He was 2 for 3 with a couple of singles in game 1, and now he's 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. Pushes Jake Modrack over to second, and Tewa Costello singled and then eventually scored in his last at bat in the third inning. Costello, all sorts of activity in the game one. The 0-1 is hacked off, chopped out of play. Costello was 2 for 3, grounded into a double play, and was hit by a pitch. I don't know is that 2 for 3 or 2 for 2? Hit by a pitch and a double play. I think the double play is counts as the at bat. Cuffed on the inside, popped up on the infield. Ryan Hines, the shortstop, under it. 2 out. Colin Cusick with a sac bunt on his last at bat.
Cusick.
Got out in his first at bat in the first inning. Toby Wilson hurls a fastball from 6'7" was it? Above the top of the mound a moment ago, sails high and away. Hard hit, left side. Third baseman picks it up and puts an end to it. Two runners left on after the bottom of the fourth is over.
Now on the bump for your Louisburg Hurricanes, the sophomore number 29.
Maddox Cabbage now as a second reliever in game 2.
Cabbage.
8 1/3 innings pitched, having faced 36 batters, posing batting average of .167.
Here you go.
5.4 ERA, has 15 strikeouts. Nobody on as we start the top of the 5th inning. with Andrew Harris, third baseman, lined out to Kenny Shadle in his last at bat and struck out in the first inning to end the first inning. Harris is 6'4". Hard hit off the glove of Colin Cusick into center field. Hard hit line drive. Likely will be an E6 on Cusick. Runner on first, no outs. Tyler White, the catcher. Soft ground ball. Barehanded by Jones and across the diamond. Gets the force on a fielder's choice. Great hand-eye coordination by the third baseman, Anthony Jones. Ryan Hines, the shortstop, now steps in. He had a fly out to Shadle and also caught up in a fielder's choice in his first at bat. Hines from Putnam Science High School, Berlin, Virginia, I guess. Redshirted freshman. One out and a runner on second. Big breaking ball by Maddox Cabbage gets a called strike. Another arm warming up in the bullpen. Cabbage is only at 8 pitches, so on a 7-inning game, I guess there's probably at least room for one more pitcher. From our vantage point, a left to right breaking ball gets a called strike. Full count with one out and a runner on second. Hines the batter. Cabbage deals. Softly hit on the left side. Jones looks back the runner and throws it across. 5-3.
Come on, Jones!
Back-to-back fielding for Anthony Jones over at third. Gets the first 2 outs on the last 2 batters. Bobby Vaughn gets back behind Jake Modric. A little bit loose on the outside from Cabbage. To start off, Aiden Dunlop, the second baseman. Remember, Dunlop had that smothering catch deep in the hole of second base going toward right field and then came up a little bit uncomfortable. The 1-1. Sorry. The 1-0 becomes 1-1. And a runner on second with 2 outs. The 2-1. Gets past Modrak, and the runner will advance to third on a ball 4. Hard to tell if this is any improvement, but the sun is starting to set down behind some clouds. It's still sitting in around the low 70s here with about 14-mile-an-hour wind from time to time here in game 2. Bottom of the order, Bryson Redmond homered in his last at bat. Watches the first pitch right into the glove of Jake Modrak for a called strike. Pick off to first. Not in time, but looked more ceremonial, if you want to call it something along those lines, meaning more of an effort to see if Harris, who's over on first, is going to take off. Smart move. Trying to accomplish two things. And a called strike to Redmond. Those two things, obviously you hold the runner from advancing, although there are 2 outs, but you're also trying to entice Harris down on third. He's sitting just out of frame on the third base side. It looks like we have some subs now in the game. Alessi is in for Dunlop, while McCanny is down on first for Alessi. So go figure. Not sure if the scorekeeping is just getting messed up a little bit from the dugout, but we have 2 on and 2 out. Down the middle, freezes him. And gets him looking. While he had a home run in his last at-bat, he went down looking and window shopping there.
Give him a chair. Sit him down.
And when the Patriots come back to that, it'll be McCoy, Hester, and Grabowski.
I don't want to play this. I don't want to play this. Let's do play.
Due up for the Hurricanes, Shadle, Jones, and Kreiner.
Four.
Joshua Gunn, guys. Joshua Gunn.
G-U-N-N. That's a cool last name.
Welcome back to Hurricanes Baseball on the Louisburg Sports Network across YouTube. Joshua Gunn is a sophomore right-handed pitcher for the Patriots as he faces off against Kenny Shadle as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. Shadle grounded into a 5-3 out in his last at-bat, but started the game with a home run in the bottom of the 1st off of Grabowski. Gunn has pitched 5 innings this year, has a 10.8 ERA, has 10 strikeouts, given up 8 hits and 6 runs, has 5 walks, gets a called strike in the 3rd pitch to Kenny Shadle as he steps back in. Gunn struggling to close the deal against Shadle, fills up the count 3-2. Cannot find him in the roster. Gunn, that is. For the oh, there he is, Joshua Gunn. 5 appearances. Yep, I already made a bunch of notes. Halifax County High School. Halifax County, Virginia. Watch the first batter.
Now coming up to bat, number 10, the third baseman, Anthony
Jones, third baseman. Yesterday and today, he's actually started appearing over there on the opposite corner in the last number of games for the Hurricanes. Started off the season at first, where he typically has been playing, but needs of the business have Coach Herring moving him across from corner to corner. And nearly gets a foul ball. Shadle with a stolen base after the throw on the ricochet off the backstop from Tyler White is a little bit wide. Aiden Dunlop tries to come up with it, but unable to make that grab and tag simultaneously. Shadle had enough of a jump. Anthony Jones nearly had a foul ball, though. The way that ball went behind him, he kind of dropped his barrel. And we saw that in the first game by one of the Hurricanes. Joshua Gunn deals, and Anthony Jones fouls it off.
Let's go, Jones.
No outs. Runner on second is Kenny Shadle.
Let's go, Jones. I'm back. You want to announce about it?
Jones with a walk and an out in his first 2 appearances. Has him 0 for 1. Hard hit. Left center field on a rope. And it's off the fence. Shadle will round third. He'll score on a RBI double for Anthony Jones.
Great, that's great. We'll take it.
Now batting,
Oh, shit.
number 4, your center fielder, Stephen Kreiner.
Yeah, redo it. Whole thing.
An RBI double for Anthony Jones.
Now
Shadle
batting,
scores as the
number
leadoff
4,
walked,
your
and that
center
makes way for
fielder,
Stephen Kreiner, the center fielder. He
Kreiner.
singled in his last at bat, had a fly out in the second inning in his first at bat.
Dude, I just gave him a run and a hit. Another team.
He's 1 for 2. Had some activity in game 1 that has him fired up and confident. The 1-0. Breaking ball finds the strike zone.
It's whatever he's gonna fix it.
High fastball. Kreiner lays off. 2-1. With no outs and Anthony Jones down on second. He just doubled a moment ago with an RBI, scoring Shadle from second.
Yeah, I know, Graham.
Breaking ball outside. 3-1. The 3-1. Too low for Bobby Vaughn, and that'll earn Stephen Kreiner a walk. Mound visit now from
I got it right here.
Patriots head coach Brandon Nania.
We just scored another run there,
I asked him at the beginning of the game, help me pronounce it correctly. He said, it's different every time, don't worry. I said, no, it matters to me. Nania is the proper pronunciation. And if I'm saying that wrong, he's goofing on me because he repeated it multiple times. But I'm going to presume he wasn't goofing on me. So, again, not to harp on this, but while we have a little bit of a lull in the action, coming into today's game, the Patriots were sitting atop the conference leaderboard with only a 2-game record in conference. Not sure that we'll get a refresh here before.
Alright, there we go.
Pass ball, runners will advance. So a first and second, now a second and third. Anthony Jones at third after doubling, Kreiner at second after walking, and James Green with a 1-1 count from the opposite side of the plate. Down the middle. Hard hit right at the first baseman. Hayden Richter blocks it like a hockey goalie. Comes up with it. So no runners advance. Unassisted ground ball to the first baseman.
Now, coming up to bat, the catcher, number 14, sophomore, Jake Modrak.
Brings up Jake Modrak, who walked and was stranded on second, and then singled, had a stolen base, and was stranded on second. See if he can't do something productive that not only gets him beyond second base, but looking back at game one, he homered in his last at bat, had a fielder's choice and a strikeout. He's all over the book today from the offensive side as far as different outcomes. And a breaking ball gets away from Tyler White, but at least keeps it out front enough that Anthony Jones is not going to take any chances from third. Second and third, one out, and Jake Modrak at the plate. Catching here in game two, he DH'd in game one. Breaking ball gets away from White. Bear hands it off the backstop. Gunn deals, soft ground ball, he can't field it. So the Hurricanes getting a little fired up there as Jake Modrak kind of comes up clutch with a unfortunate situation for the Patriots, but an error on behalf of Gunn, who can't field it cleanly, just kind of softly hit back at the pitcher. And it gets past him. His shortstop, Ryan Hines, comes in behind him. So one run scores Anthony Jones, while Steven Kreiner advances. Modric reaches on an E1. Jace Dunn now at the plate, has 2 flyouts so far in game 2.
Let's go, Jace. Come back. Is it 2 outs now?
Pick off to first, not in time. Dunn homered in his first at-bat in the first game, then grounded out and was hit by a pitch. He walked in his last at-bat and now lines it right up the middle, and that'll be an RBI single.
Oh.
And the Hurricanes now take a 1-run lead in the 5th inning.
And now, coming up to bat, is second baseman, number 8, Troy Daniels.
Joshua Gunn having a little bit of trouble at 25 pitches. Throw down to third is not going to work as Andrew Harris drops it on the reception. Otherwise, Jake Modrak was a dead duck, because that ball was there ahead of him, but Harris dropped it and just didn't have enough time to recover it. It was on the ground as Modrak was sliding in head first. First and third, 2 balls, 1 strike. Nope, 1-1. Got to correct that scoreboard.
My bad.
Jordan Daniels homered in his first at bat in the second inning. Gunn throws it hard, but almost spikes it right in front of Tyler White. First and third, one out. Daniels skies it to the right. Hayden Hester with the throw from short right field.
Yeah, it was. He was way too shallow. It was coming in too.
Makes the double play.
He got way too much momentum. And he caught that ball and then immediately went from it. That was you should have said that. I already did it.
As we go into the sixth inning, when the Hurricanes come back to the plate, Costello, Cusick, and Shadle.
Now, coming to the mound for your Louisburg Hurricanes, number 23, sophomore, Ben Blondino.
Carson McCoy, Hayden Hester, and Dylan Grabowski will lead off here in the top of the sixth inning for the Patrick and Henry Patriots. We're coming to you live from Frazier Field in Louisburg College.
No, Dino!
First pitch fouled off, out of play. Ben Blondino on the mound. Has that quick arm action. Breaking ball, skied into shallow center. Kreiner one step back and then recovers and gets to it. Sun is starting to peek out from the clouds that was behind earlier, casting some long shadows across the field. Left side of the infield is lit. The right side in the shadows. Same for the outfield. James Green has probably got the sun in his eyes to his left a little bit. Kreiner and Shadle across the rest of the outfield. Hard throw from Blondino, just misses low. Hester is 0 for 2. He walked in his last at-bat in the fourth. He struck out looking in the second and had a fly out to Daniels at second. Another fly ball Going back is Kreiner to the track, and it goes off the top of the wall. He guns it to second, but not going to be in time as Hayden Hester comes up with a double off the top of the wall. Good throw from the track for Steven Kreiner. Hester with enough speed. Dylan Grabowski was the starting pitcher. He's now the DH in the lineup. Hard hit and past Anthony Jones on the left side. Hester is going to round third, and Jones tries to cut it off. So 2 back-to-back doubles score a run. Hester from second on the double for Grabowski. The two-seam from Blondino gets a swing and a miss. 1-0-1 with 1 out and a runner on second. Same pitch. Maybe fouled off. That's 2 strikes. This is Bobby Vaughn. I think it ricocheted into the umpire. He's taking a moment. I've witnessed some pretty bad foul balls and ricochets into umpires. I'd always say I would not want that job, but they are a necessary part. I don't want to see them go away either. Caden Richter with the hard swing and a foul ball. Ben Blondino now with the advantage, 0-2 with 1 out. Spikes it. Modrak keeps it in front of him. Blondino got caught watching the base runner. No harm. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. 1 out and a runner on third. Foul tip. Caden Richter at the plate. He's 2 for 3. He had a single and a hit by pitch, so why would that come up as 2 for 3? He grounded out to Martone in his first at bat. Hard hit off the mound through the infield, and an RBI single gives a 1-run advantage. Or possibly 2. Hey guys, you need to sync up on the score. Somebody's...
They just scored, didn't they?
I know, I'm looking online though. The 2 are not together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, lower orders. I got 6 minutes.
Patriots 7, Louisburg 6. Andrew Harris at the plate. He's 0 for 3. Reached on an error, lined out to right field, and struck out swinging in the first. Hard hit, high fly ball. James Green doesn't even bother. They know that one's out of the park. split the difference between Kreiner and Green, and they both knew off the bat that one was climbing and gaining altitude too quickly. So a 2-run homer. Now puts the Patrick and Henry Patriots nine to 6. All right, we're all square. Thank you, gentlemen. Hard hit. Anthony Jones comes up with it, and across the diamond to Jace Dunn, 5-3. Glove side, spins him around. Nice athletic play by Jones. Second time he's gone to first on Tyler White. 2 outs. And Ryan Hines will step in. Lagoni. Nope. Hines. 0 for 3. He too grounded out to Anthony Jones in his last at-bat. Blondino with 21 pitches just misses outside. 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Oh, man.
Foul ball. Fills it up, 2-2. Nobody on, 2 outs. 3-run game in favor of the Patriots. Back and forth, seesawing. Fans him. Ben Blondino and the Hurricanes go back to the dugout when the Patriots come back. Dunlop, Redmond, and McCoy. For your Hurricanes coming up, Costello, Cusick, and Shadle.
Mr. Mortal, do you have a name on this kid yet? Mr. Mortal. Mr. Bill, do you have a name on this kid yet?
Mills.
Mills?
Yep. Charlie, well, C. Mills. Carter Mills. That was close.
That does sound, that flows good, Charlie Mills.
Yeah.
Flows good.
Yeah, doesn't it? We ought to talk to his parents. What the hell were you thinking, Carter?
You have to go to the town hall and check.
Yeah. I bet you ask them and they go, you know, Charlie was in the running. We were thinking about calling him Charlie, but
Just didn't go on,
that's the milkman's name.
Yeah.
bro, that's...
That was my last boyfriend's name. And you know, Carter looks a little bit like Charlie. Whoops.
See, this is the type of commentary we need. We don't need that guy from Catawba Valley, man. He
Oh
was,
my
He was
God.
making me mad.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
I don't remember who that kid was.
That guy.
I was ready to reach through the camera and slap him.
dude, for real, man.
Like, I get it. You know, you want to have fun. You're a homer, but that wasn't even right.
No, it won't. They were saying a lot of stuff.
Oh, he kicks the thing and he's hitting himself. Why is he keeps hitting himself? I'm like,
He
what?
wasn't even hitting himself. He
I know.
wasn't. Like,
But I mean, just this, like,
Yeah.
you don't even need to say
You don't
that
even,
stuff.
No, you don't. At all. Dude,
Welcome back to Hurricanes baseball here at Frazier Field in Louisburg, North Carolina. Apologies. As the Hurricanes take on the Patriots in Game 2 of a 3-game homestand. First time they played at home in 2.5 weeks. Teo Costello at the plate.
Ball.
And he is seeing Carter Mills for the first time, the left-handed hurler.
Come on, man. Come on, boy. Keep it together.
Mills is a sophomore. He's made 3 appearances, 4 in a third inning, and a check swing. Does not get called for the strike. Justin Edwards said nope.
That's Bobby.
Bobby Vaughn behind the plate. Justin Edwards and a hard hit to 6-3 across the diamond. Starts off the inning. Funniest thing, look through this roster for the new pitcher. Can't find it.
No, coming up for that. Number 1, the shortstop. Colin Houston. Hey, get a started writer, Colin.
Not on the copy I have. Sorry, Carter's family.
Come, Colin.
I'm looking right past him. Up, I was. And a fly ball center field. McCoy gets under it right well in front of the track. So quick 2 outs. Carter Mills, left-handed pitcher, sophomore. King George High School. Not sure if that's King George, Virginia,
Let's go,
or
Kenny. Come
North
on, babe.
Carolina, but Martinsville
Now,
is
coming on to
within
bat, number 30.
shot of the state border.
Kenny Shado.
So Costello and Cusick go 1-2 in order. Makes way for Kenny Shadle, who started off in the first inning with a home run, grounded out, and then walked. Shadle's 1 for 2. Mills deals outside.
Boy, Kenny.
Shadle works a walk out of Carter Mills. The second in the last 2 at-bats.
Now up to bat, number 10,
Or plate
the
appearances,
third
pardon.
baseman, Anthony
Anthony
Jones.
1 for 2. Had a double and an RBI in his last at-bat. He walked in the third and got out in the first. Well, the sun is disappearing again, so all of that bright light that we had seems to be disappearing from our camera. Try to make some adjustments to brighten it up for you. The 1-1 from Mills. Low and inside on Jones. 70 degrees, a nice breeze. Very low humidity, 21%. Really making for a comfortable afternoon for a double header. The 3-1. Just misses. That looked a little low, says the home plate umpire, Bobby Vaughn. He must have heard me. Said it was down and away. At least from this vantage point, looked like it could have been in that questionable 6 inches between the plate and the batter's box.
Now,
It's always a fair game
now
to
coming
pitch.
up to bat, the center fielder.
He says it was
number
too low.
4, Steven Kreiner.
Kreiner 1 for 2. He walked in his last at bat, eventually scored, and Mills misses outside. First and second with 2 outs. Shadle needs to find a way to get to third. However, Tyler White is a quite capable catcher and a swing and a miss on a cutter.
Let's go, Steve.
The 1-1 gets past White, and Shadle and Jones will advance. Second and third, 2 out, and the 2-1 from Mills. Swing and a miss down to a knee. Twos are wild right now on the scoreboard. 2-2 and 2 with 2 aboard.
We're distracting the pitcher.
The 2-2 swung on, popped up on the right side. Hayden Hester camps under it. Two left on. As we go to the 7th here at Frazier Field, home to the Louisburg College Hurricanes, Louisburg, North Carolina.
Definitely got a new pitcher coming in, but who is it? Gave it away.
Michael, thanks for stopping by. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
How did the ladies do?
Pretty decent. First game was 8-0. Quick game.
Yeah.
And this one was tied 4-4 till about the 6th inning when we came back and came up 9-4.
Yeah, we've been in a seesaw battle. And
Now on the bump for your Louisburg
can't seem to hold on to it in
Hurricanes,
game 2.
number
They
36,
mercied him
Cody
in game 1, 10-7.
Mahaffey.
So, go figure, right? Yeah. And then just between the pitching and defense, haven't had a ton of errors, though I think there is one. But either way, it's yeah, we got 2 errors actually. They have 1 error. Cough, cough. Ricky.
Sir.
They have 1 error, we have 2 on the scoreboard. Should.
The errors on this thing is it
Not working?
Yeah.
All right, I'll try to tell the
So they
developers.
have 2.
We have 2. They have 1. But so it is. I installed the camera, ran it, got everything, and still, like, yesterday I just couldn't, and then didn't have time this morning, so I just ditched it and kind of came back to what I got. Welcome back to Hurricanes baseball. Does not sound like we're getting a return.
Boy, move! Good shot!
There we go. Grab the wrong headset. First for everything. Hurricanes now trailing by 3 as we start the top of the 7th. Cody Mahaffey on the mound is going to try to hold the Patriots.
That was 0 right here.
Starting off with the second baseman, Aiden Dunlop, followed by Bryson Redmond, and then back to the top of the order with Carson McCoy.
Come on, baby. Let's go. We gotta win this game, too.
Shows to be Lagoni, who is now in the lineup. He started in the first game, but did not start here in the second game.
Like the game, I had no idea. I just started.
Mahaffey gets the call on the outside, 2-1 on the leadoff batter. Unless there's a substitute, Bryson Redmond is on deck. And Mahaffey goes over the top of Lagoni. Almost got the foul ball. Mahaffey deals the 3-1. Fastball down the middle for a called strike. Lagoni in a bit of a slump. He has been in the lineup for any number of... And Coach Nania gets a warning from home plate umpire Bobby Vaughn. Not sure what that started as, but I think Coach Nania has not been pleased today, even though his team is leading here in the second game. If I had only had our field mics on a moment ago, we might have picked that up. Cody Mahaffey comes set and deals the payoff pitch to the first batter. Swung on and ripped foul into the bullpen of the Patriots. The payoff pitch again. Breaking ball upstairs, loses him to a walk. So unclear what the warning to Coach Nania is about. Lagoni on first, Redmond at the plate. He struck out looking in his last at-bat, but homered before it. Mahaffey deals. Fastball outside. Down to the last inning of a 7-inning game. We're in the top of the 7th with the Patriots leading by 3. Swing and a miss by the southpaw left fielder.
Can't believe that dude hit a home run over center field. This guy is batting right now. Hit a bomb over center. That's insane.
Mahaffey giving some looks over at Lagoni.
Over center, 9-hole.
Modrek ready.
That's crazy to me.
And Redmond shows the bunt but pulls it back.
No, it did, yeah. One middle in fastball. He got around on it just a little bit and it carried out. God, yeah.
The 2-1. Redmond shows bunt, causes Modrak to mishandle it, or at least receive it. And Lagoni reaches. Redmond puts out the bunt again, and this time gets the called strike.
Come on, man. No free bases right here, man. Oh, happy?
Coach Nania trying to get Lagoni over to third. And he gets hit. Coach Herring's going to make a mound visit.
Very good. That's exactly what that is.
They'll take a look at
Sweet escape.
the line for Mahaffey. He's walked one and now hit one. Faced 2 batters through 13 pitches with 5 strikes. And it looks like Henry Good is going to be coming in for Cody Mahaffey. A couple other folks lingering in the bullpen for the Hurricanes. No activity, but not sure if they're sitting down there for the view or for some solitude. Trailing by 3 in the top of the 7th. 2 runners on with no outs. Henry Good's going to look to do some yeoman's work. With the mercy on the first game, I think that only lasted an hour, give or take. Here, on the other hand, we've been 2 hours and 20 minutes, and we haven't even gotten through 6.5 innings. So a little bit of a different experience. Currently 66 people holding in there, hanging in there with us, hopeful that the Patriots can get 3 outs without letting any more runs scored, and then come up and walk it off with a 4-run bottom of the 7th. Always the possibility. Never, ever give up hope. McCoy, top of the lineup. Henry Good with the casual throw to second. Keeping Lagoni honest. Lots of chirping out of the Patriots dugout. Henry Good comes set and deals to McCoy for the first time. He puts down the bunt, and the throw to first will get him. So the sack bunt and a throw across from Troy Daniels, who was covering. Aggressive. One out, runners first and second. Hayden Hester looks at a first pitch from Henry Good, called strike. Hester's 1 for 3. He doubled in his last at-bat, walked before that, struck out looking in the second, and flied out to Troy Daniels at second. Hard line drive, curling toward right center field. Steven Kreiner unable to come up with it cleanly, and 2 runs score. So a 2 RBI single for Hayden Hester. Five-run game now in favor of the Patriots. Dylan Grabowski, starting pitcher, is now relegated to the DH. Pickoff not in time over to first. Just a bit outside from Henry Good. Looked nice from here. Little two-seamer, gets it. Pickoff, not in time, but a good effort from Henry Good to hold Hester at first. Hester jumps. Grabowski pops it up. Modrak backpedaling, and it drops in and now goes foul. It had enough spin on it that it dropped in about 8 feet on the grass, didn't touch anybody, and then spun into foul territory.
You tried.
Home plate umpire Bobby Vaughn calls Grabowski back to the batter's box. Tough play for Modrak as that ball was spinning up, as they call it, a home run in an elevator shaft.
Good.
Just misses. A little wide, according to Crew Chief Vaughn. 2-2 with 1 out and a runner on first. Henry Good looks like he's got the stuff today. Deals and foul tip. The 2-2, swing and a miss, gets him.
Attaboy, Henry!
Later, buddy.
Attaboy, Henry, sit him down!
2 outs now for the Patriots. Brings up Caden Richter. He singled in his last at-bat, doubled before that, and a home run. To say he's in a little bit of a streak this second game is... And a high fly ball. James Green backing up to the track. And he comes up with it. So that's 3. Hurricanes just need to make up 5 runs to tie it. 6 to walk it off here at Fraser Field. Coming up to bat for the Hurricanes, James Green, Jake Modrak, and Jace Dunn.
Come out swinging. You cannot get shut down by this lefty right here.
I think it's still Mills on the mound. Carter Mills.
Yeah.
Carter Mills back on the bump as a left-handed pitcher for the Patrick and Henry Patriots out of Martinsville, Virginia. Currently leading your Hurricanes by 5 runs here in the bottom of the 7th of a 7-inning game. Coming up to bat, James Green, Jake Modrak, and Jace Dunn.
Starting off the inning for the Hurricanes, number 42, the left fielder, James
Green, that just made
Green.
the 3rd out in left field a few moments ago, camped under a high fly ball before the warning track.
Let's go, James. Get fired up,
He
baby.
steps in for his 4th time in the 7-inning game.
I'm James.
Carter Mills on the bump, gets set, deals,
Get up.
and gets a called strike. Fastball on the first pitch to Green.
Hey, see it, kid. Let's go 4-2. Nothing but confidence up there, James.
Mills deals inside, 1-1. Green with a soft ground ball to the shortstop, gets mishandled, and he'll reach on an E6. This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Louisburg College baseball team may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, while the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Louisburg College baseball
Now
team.
coming up to bat, number 14, Jake Modrak. Come on, Marty.
No outs, runner on
Mo.
first. Modrak steps in.
Let's go, Mo.
He reached on an error in his last at-bat, walked, and had a single so far in the game. Modrak is 1 for 1.
Come on, Marty. Let's go, Mo.
And the pitch from the left-hander sails across the opposite batter's box. 2-0 on the second batter. No outs. Hurricanes looking to get a rally started in the bottom of the 7th. They blanked the Patriots in Game 1 on the same field only hours ago. Carter Mills deals.
Good boy, Mo.
Kind of down the middle.
Rough. Come on, man.
And a called strike.
Call it a strike. Call it a strike. Don't sit here.
Saw about 75 people. We're down to 64. Has been floating around in that number. Thanks for joining us. And Modrak, frozen for a second pitch in a row. Now evens up the count, 2-2. Going to need to swing it to make something happen.
Let's go, Mo. Let's go, Mo. I'm Mo. Let's
Anything
go,
in the
babe.
shallow outfield or a slow roller on the infield will likely yield a hit.
That boy, Mo.
And Mills goes wide to White, the catcher.
What's his name? Song pulled up. I've missed the last two walkouts.
Mills is at 25 pitches.
Come on, Mo.
And again, same result. Modrak able to work the walk out of Mills. Makes it a first and second.
That boy, Mo. Now, coming up to bat, number 32, the first baseman.
Jace Dunn, the first baseman,
Oh, momentary.
steps up. He's 1 for 3, and looks like Coach Nania is going to have a conference with the left-hander. Dunn singled in his last at-bat and has 2 flyouts before that. Bobby Vaughn going to walk out there and give a little influence to the mound visit by Coach Nania. Nania? See, now I am butchering it. Nania. The Hurricanes need a little bit of that HR action at this point just to get the juices flowing.
Coming up to bat, the first baseman, number 32, Chase Dunn.
They had 3 in the first game and only 1 here in the
Let's go,
second.
Chase!
We'll see if talking about it can't yield some magic.
On Jace.
Mills deals, and a breaking ball too low for Jace Dunn to swing at.
Let's go, Jace. Some babe.
Mills at 27 pitches. Deals the 1-0. Outside off the glove of White, and runners will advance.
Let's go, Jace. Do a job right here, baby.
So no outs with runners in scoring position for Jace Dunn. And he currently holds the advantage in the count 2-0. Mills deals outside.
Good eye.
Puts a 30 in the count. Four in a row puts Dunn on first to fill up the bases for Troy Daniels. And looks like Coach Nania is going to elect to swap out Mills with bases loaded and no outs.
Have fun over here, man.
So while we have a pitching change, go get your beverages and snacks. As we're in the bottom of the 7th, the Hurricanes looking to come from behind and walk it off. No outs, bases loaded, and a new pitcher coming in. Sills, S-I-L-L-S, is going to be the first reliever of the 7th inning. Noah Sills, he's a freshman, has 5 2/3 innings pitched with a 3.18 ERA. Just under 8 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. That's an interesting statistic ratio. You don't see that on too many stat sheets. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, having given up 2 runs and 6 hits on the 5 2/3 innings.
Be a team 10-0 now with 11 plus. God bless.
Let's go, baby. Now, coming up to bat,
Sills is a
for
freshman
the Louisburg
out of
Hurricanes,
Abingdon.
the second baseman, number 8, Troy
And went to Battle High School.
Daniels.
Troy Daniels now steps in.
Let's go, Troy.
Daniels with the solo home run in the 2nd inning. Hurricanes going to be looking for him to do something
Let's
similar.
go, Troy. Good eye.
Sills way outside. No outs, bases loaded. And a 2-0 count on the second baseman, Troy Daniels. Teo Costello is on deck.
Come on, Troy! Don't chase right here. Do not chase. You need to be conservative. 3-0. Let's go.
Sills, 6'4", freshman,
Get out, Troy!
puts 3 balls on the board against Troy Daniels. And the Hurricanes
Come now,
trying
Troy.
to take
Come on.
advantage of
Get a
the
walk
situation.
Right here. Walk scores a run. Let's go. Walk scores a run. Right now.
And down the middle of Broadway gets the called strike. Hard to get the green light from the dugout if it's a 3-0 count with no outs and bases loaded. And the reliever hasn't found the zone yet.
Let's go, Troy! I'm bad! Come on, Troy!
Sills deals the 3-1. And I'm going to say Bobby Vaughn was influenced
Good take.
by a
Good
frame
take.
job.
Hey, now we go,
Really well
TD. Now we
executed
go,
by
baby.
Tyler
Let's go.
White. That
Now we
was
fight up there,
across.
kid. Let's go, TD! I'm Troy!
A full count now from Sills to Daniels.
Down. Let's go!
Good take,
And he
baby.
walks
Good
him.
take, Troy.
Too low, says Bobby Vaughn. Tough vantage point up here in the booth to know if that was going to be a called strike or not. But Daniels works the walk. And an RBI as James Green crosses. Jake Modrak goes to
Now
the
on to
third.
that for your Louisburg
And
Hurricanes,
Jace
the
Dunn to
designated
second.
hitter, number 13, Teo
Taylor
Costello.
Costello now stepping up.
I'm Tay, let's go, kids!
Let's go, Tay. Let's go 1-3.
Let's go, Tay!
Sills misses.
Good eye! No, you can't, Tay. Do a job up there. 13, let's go!
He's thrown 5 balls out of the last 6. Just and a meatball.
Good take.
Costello is 1 for 4 in this game.
Come on, Tay, let's go,
Hot in
kid!
game 1.
We'll score a few runs if he comes up. I mean, there's like no way he don't score. Come on, Tay!
The 1-1.
Yes!
Hard hit
Let's
in the
go,
goal.
Tay!
That's going to
Let's
be
go,
2
Tay!
runs that'll score.
Let's go!
Troy Daniels hustling. He's going to try to score. Nope, he goes back to third. Daniels almost made it a 3 RBI double for Teo Costello.
Let's go, Tay!
Jake Modrak and Jace Dunn scored. Daniels could have, if the cleats held up, coming around third. He was putting all the gas into that as he could.
The shortstop, number 1, Colin
Cusick now
Cusick.
is coming in. And the Hurricanes becoming an organized.
Come on,
cavalry
Colin, let's go,
scoring.
baby!
In the bottom of the 7th, they're trailing only by 2 runs, and those are sitting out on the bases right now. Troy Daniels at third, Teo Costello at second, and
Let's go, Colin!
Colin Cusick steps in, no outs. The Canes have a serious opportunity
What?
to tie it up.
What are you talking about?
Coach Matt Tulloch is giving Daniels some encouragement to get off the base. The infield is all pulled in tight,
It's because
collapsing
they don't
on
wanna
the
lose. They're trying to make the play at 4.
situation. They want to prevent the run from scoring. Cusick simply needs to get the ball through the infield or over the
Time
infield.
runs on second base.
Daniels will score, and Teo Costello has a lot of base path speed. He very well could score from second
Come on,
on a
Coos!
single in the outfield. Cusick 0 for 3. He's due.
Look up at me one more time.
He watches that one, and it gets called strike by Bobby Vaughn.
Hey, good take, kid.
Hard to swing on Sills right
Take,
now.
let's
He
go,
has
one.
not found the strike zone but twice on 3 batters.
Make him come to you right here. Let's go, Colin.
Plate discipline, a must for Colin Cusick. 1-1 from Sills. Outside, and White loses it,
Stay,
but
just
Daniels
stay,
stays put.
Hey, you're good right there, kid. Good take right there,
Coach
Colin.
Bryce
Not a
Myers
break.
down on the third base line held Daniels. Coach Matt Tulloch
Good take,
on
Colin.
the first base
Good boy,
line.
Coach.
He's been giving Costello encouragement to lead more with no risk of being picked off at second.
I'm Colin.
No outs. Colin Cusick at the plate. Sills deals the
Colin.
2-1.
Good
high
eye.
fastball that misses.
Good eye, Colin. He's the winner. If he gets
Cusick at the plate is the winning run should he reach base
Let's go,
for the
Coos.
Hurricanes to walk it
Let's
off.
go, Coos.
Kenny Shadle on deck. Sills comes set.
Come on.
The 3-1.
Ball
Inside.
Oh
Ooh.
my God.
Just under the elbow of Cusick gets called strike.
Come on, man. That's ball 4. all
Now a full
day.
count on Cusick with no outs and runners in scoring position.
Let's go, Coos. Be a dog, baby. Let's go, Coos.
Sills deals,
That's ball.
and he gets him rung up. 2 pitches right under the left elbow.
It's not.
Like, not at all. Not even close.
Only possibilities if Cusick was crowding the plate so much, and at this late after 2 games, if the batter's box is
Go,
not
Shady.
really visible, it leaves
Now coming up to
umpire
that
Bobby
duel,
Vaughn
Louisburg
with the
Hurricanes,
option or
number 30,
the alternative to call a strike.
Kenny Shadle.
Where otherwise, earlier in the game, would have been clearly an inside pitch on the
Let's go,
right-handed batter.
Kenny. Come
One
on,
out.
Kenny.
And Kenny Shadle
Let's go,
is
Kenny.
at the plate. He started the game with a home run. And Sills
Good
way
eye.
outside on the big right-handed right fielder, Kenny Shadle. He walked in his last at-bat. Anthony Jones on deck. He and Shadle both walked in the 6th inning.
Come, Kenny.
Sills deals the 1-0. Low and away.
Good. Get out, Kenny.
Sills is at 16 pitches, and there is some activity in the bullpen for the Patriots. The 2-0. There's that inside pitch that gets called strike on Shadle as it did Cusick.
Dude, that's a ball in. Like, that's not a strike.
Home plate umpire Bobby Vaughn is calling it. They're going to have to turn on it, and if anything, foul it off.
Oh, Kenny.
The 2-1 to Shadle. Outside.
3-1. Let's go, Shadle. Come on, baby.
Let's go, Kenny.
Let's go, Kenny.
Moving in this
Red Dead got to
Hey,
be
this is the
good
pitch
here
right
with
here,
a
boys. This is
3-1
the pitch.
count.
Oh, Kenny.
This is it, fellas.
Let's go, Kenny.
Pitch clock violation.
Pitch clock.
And Kenny Shadle gets walked to load up the bases.
We'll take free runners. Let's go.
So now Anthony Jones will step in with bases loaded, 1 out. And the winning run.
Now up to bat.
On first
the third
base.
baseman, number 10, Anthony Jones.
Jones is 1 for 2 on the day or in the game.
Let's go,
Doubled
Ant.
in
Come
the
on,
5th,
Ant.
walked in the 6th,
Come, Ant.
as well as a walk in the 3rd. Hard hit, just past the third baseman.
Let's go.
Troy Daniels is going to score. Coming around is
Oh my God.
Taylor Costello. The throw is offline, and that's a 2-0 single for Anthony Jones. The score is tied now at 11 in the bottom of the 7th here at Frazier Field. The Hurricanes, a true Category 5 storm right
Let's
now.
go. Give me a hit. Give me 2 runs. Let's go.
I don't even got
A 2
Steve's
RBI
walkout song.
single.
They can't
Kenny
do
Shadle.
that. They're ready to slide. Ski. I'm ready to.
Looks like Coach
They can't do what?
Brandon
What do you do?
Nania is coming out to make a point with the home plate umpire Bobby Vaughn. And now he's going to call out to Justin Edwards for conference on something.
Are you serious?
Something about the dugout. And they're giving a warning. We're not really sure
We'll
what.
take the warning. It's 11-11. It's the 7th inning.
Coach Herring steps to the line talking with Bobby Vaughn, asking him what's going on. I can only imagine they're trying to say the players have to stay in the dugout. Obviously, the excitement is
Now,
palatable
coming up
right
to bat,
now.
the center fielder, number 4, Steven
Kreiner.
Kreiner. Let's
He's
go,
1 for
Steve.
3.
Come on, babe. Let's go, Steve.
He is due on the day.
Please walk this shit off.
1 out. The first pitch finds the outside of the strike zone on Kreiner. Kreiner has to produce. And Shadle out on second needs to find a way to get to
Do a
third.
job right here,
He
Kreiner.
is the winning run for the Hurricanes.
Get up.
Oh, Connor.
Sills comes back upstairs, 1-1.
Hit, bro. It's
1 out.
lit.
Middle infield
Let's
playing
go,
deep,
Steve.
while the first baseman is in on the grass.
Come on, Steve. Come on, Steve.
Tie game in the bottom of the 7th.
Good
Sills
take, Steve. Good
casts
take,
it
Steve.
across the
Good
opposite
take,
batter's
baby.
box.
Yes, coach. Yes,
2 balls,
coach.
1 strike, 1 out. Greiner has to believe in himself here as he steps
coach,
back into
yes,
the
coach.
box. 2-1.
Come on, Kreiner. Let's
As
go,
Sills is,
Kreiner.
for the most part, struggling to find the strike zone. Hacks it foul, up high, and it'll be out of play.
Oh, dang, bro.
Andrew Harris at third, along with Ryan Hines from short. Try their best to get to it in foul
Let's go,
territory, but
Kreiner.
ends up
Yes, coach. Yes, coach.
out of play.
Yes, coach.
Either into the bullpen or out of play totally on the left side.
Let's
So
go,
2-2
Kreiner. Big
count.
right here, baby.
Kreiner
Big.
just simply
Big,
has to
big
have the
right here,
confidence that he
4.
can win this battle. 1 out.
Let's
Runners
go,
on
Kreiner.
first and second with a tie score
Go, Pete.
now. And he hooks it foul just down the third baseline. Got cuffed on an inside breaking ball,
Hey, way to fight
turned
up
on
there,
it, and
Steve.
fought it off.
Let's go, Steve. Way to fight, kid. Let's go.
Maybe more of an act of self-defense than anything from Kreiner, but again,
Battle up
simply
there,
has
Steve.
to believe.
Let's go, baby. Don't get
A
him
walk-off
too, kid.
single is very quite likely the outcome for Kreiner. Shadle with the lead at second, the pitch. Chopped, it's going to be fielded by
Beat
the...
it.
Oh,
Yeah! Let's
it's
go.
booted by the shortstop.
Let's go.
So Kreiner reaches on an E6, and Shadle advances to third. Bases loaded now. That is the second E6 of this inning.
It's off. He's all right. He'll be fine. He hit it off the end of the bat. I know that hurt.
Kreiner
He'll be all right.
down at first is taking a moment.
He hit it right
Something
off the end of the
happened
bat.
as
That's why
he
it hurt his finger.
struck the ball. Didn't feel good, whether it was off the handle or very close to the fingers, but he's taken a moment to recover. So now Shadle, with only 1 out, sits at third, while Jones is at second and Kreiner fills it up at first. Well fought battle by the center fielder, Steven Kreiner, to get his teammates 1 base over. Now again, the infield plays in.
Now,
James
coming
Green.
up to bat, number 42, the left fielder, James Green. Let's go, James. Do a job right here, James. Let's go, baby.
Green with the triple in the first game and a single as well. Very capable of the walk-off here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. High score, bases loaded, and he hooks it.
He
Drops
does.
it on the
Come on,
right, and they walk it off.
Let's go.
The Hurricanes with a walk-off come from behind win. in the bottom of the 7th to make it a 2-game victory here at Frazier Field. James Green, the hero, and the entire Hurricanes offense with the 5-6 runs in a come-from-behind win victory for Game 2. As the Hurricanes take the first 2 games of the 3-game homestand set here at Frazier Field. In their first walk-off victory of the 2025 season. For Coach Herring and the entire Louisburg Hurricanes baseball organization, I'm Bill Martone saying thank you for tuning in for the second game of the 3-game set to watch Hurricanes baseball.